All right, so we're gonna start this. We're gonna call this the Cigars Essential video here. So the cigar I'm smoking today is the Mayhem by Wynwood Hills. I've never had this cigar. I've had the Deranged, which was absolutely awesome. I actually got the Deranged from Stogie Bird. Stogie Bird is an awesome cigar delivery, cigar of the month club service. Their customer support is second to none, um, and they have great value on the sticks that they send you. So I definitely recommend Stogie Bird to anyone. And like I said, Wynwood Hills cigars, awesome too. So that's what it looks like, and we're gonna slip this end off here. It's going to protect the cigar. It's going to help keep its sheen, things like that. It smells wonderful. Now, there's a couple of different options for how people cut their cigars, how they light them. I like a punch. This one is inside of a lighter. It's a Vertigo lighter. This is a quad flame. I'm actually higher on the punch than I am the lighter. The lighter works, does what it needs to do, but quad flame cigar lighters, in my opinion, they tend to burn out really quickly. I think you can have the same effectiveness with a two torch lighter. I've got this Zycar dual flame, dual torch lighter, and this thing is awesome because while it's black, I can also see what's in the reservoir. That's an important thing because you don't want to be away on a trip and not have your bottled lighter fluid with you. This Zycar high performance stuff I would recommend. It burns a hell of a lot better than a lot of your run of the mill stuff that you're going to find on a grocery store shelf or something. For the price, that stuff is worth every damn penny. So what else are we doing? I'm drinking some Monkey Shoulder Scotch. This is a go-to for me. If anybody's just getting into Scotch, you cannot go wrong with Monkey Shoulder. I think it's a great blended Scotch to get you into the world of Scotch, and then you can branch out from there. But it's always something you can come back to too. It's comfort food. It's comfort Scotch, and that's in a Glencairn glass. At least for Scotch, there's no better way to drink Scotch. It's just you get your nose, everything. It's beautiful. All right. So as I said, there's a couple different options. Cutting a cigar. I'm using a punch. I'm going to moisten the cap. This part of the cigar is called a cap. And then I'm going to just punch it. And it'll extract that after you use the spring-loaded back in there. If you don't get the draw that you're envisioning with this, you can make like a figure eight shape. You can do things to expand that also. I like to warm the foot up a little bit, so I'll put it against my palm there. And that dual torch from Zycar. So you don't want to get the flame on the cigar. You want to keep it away and at a 45-degree angle. And this will help you light it. So I'm going to char this. But like I said, I don't want that flame on it. And I'm blowing on this to get the embers going. We're lit. So I also like to keep matches handy. because I prefer the soft flame. When I actually get the lighting. I'm gonna try and get a little bit more of this. Whenever you see black on the end, it means it's not all the way lit. So you can see I've got a couple spots. Still use some help. But there you go. It's a hell of a cigar. This has a milder flavor, the Mayhem does, than the Deranged. Both are just excellent smokes, and what I experienced with the Deranged was that the burn was just awesome, consistent. I had a perfect burn, I mean, through the whole thing. I didn't have to tap any, well, not tap, I didn't have to get any ash off of it. Generally, they tell you want to keep as much ash on the end, the cherry, as you can. That helps insulate the heat. You don't want too much heat on the tobacco because that's going to give you a different flavor. It's going to give it a burnt taste. It's going to get bitter. You want to smoke just enough to keep the cigar lit, so it's kind of a rhythm. And sometimes you're not in that rhythm when you're lighting the cigar, but as you go down the cigar, you want to keep a rhythm and a pace. It's one of the things that makes it such a relaxing hobby. And cigars to me they're a hobby. They taste good, and it's an experience, but it takes some time to have set aside to smoke. And it's fun trying to notice the different flavor profiles. But as I said, Wynwood Hills, Mayhem, hell of a cigar. I have a dog, French Bulldog named Daisy Mayhem, so it's kind of cool. I'll post some pictures and a couple other comments and photos and things like that, but for now, signing off.